I have something to say. We'll see how it goes. My ethnicity, the way I identify, is Canadian Jamaican. So my dad is from Jamaica, and my mom is born and raised in Canada. She's French Canadian with Scottish heritage. So from my culture and my ethnicity, don't feel there's a lot of skiing, but there is a lot of people, especially from Jamaica, who do a lot of sports, I guess that would be similar in terms of adrenaline boosting sports, and also just being interested in being outside and nature. I think Jamaican people would love skiing a lot. And a big thing I want to do is make room for people like me whose parents didn't ski but got to get into it anyway. I think that's super important. Hey there, I'm Jacinta. My pronouns are she, her. I grew up in Toronto, Ontario, skiing over there. And right now I'm located in Niseko, Japan. So I started skiing when I was 10 years old. My school actually took me. Neither of my parents ski, and me and my brother both liked it a lot. So they kept taking us, and we were fortunate enough that they could continue to take us skiing. And then when I got to high school, I joined my school ski team. So on the ski team, I learned how to race, and a lot of the older students would take us out to the park. So we focused on a lot of racing and learning park. My friend actually introduced me to a program in Ontario called Track 3 Ontario, that is focused on students with disabilities and teaching them how to ski. So I learned how to be an adaptive instructor, and that got me into really enjoying teaching skiing. And then I actually moved to Scotland for 5 years. Wasn't skiing very much, but I was missing it a lot. And when I left Scotland, I thought, I just want to ski. Where should I go? And I came and I found a job here in Japan. And I found the best powder ever. And I'm a ski instructor now here in Japan, in Niseko. And I've got to travel around a lot of Hokkaido, searching for the best powder and skiing all the time. And it's been awesome. I think what I'm probably most proud of recently is working with the people in the town that I'm living in to promote women in snow sports and skiing. I recently helped host, with the help of Coalition Snow, an International Women's Day shred and shootout here in Niseko. And I was really, proud of myself for organizing that and putting all the work in to kind of build it from the ground up. But what I was kind of most proud of was on the day, there was about like 30 women from Niseko who all came out. And, we had to be really careful about how we did everything. We had all our COVID measures in place. It was so nice to see all the women of Niseko who think the same as I do and want to create way more space for women in the sport. And it was such a great day. When I'm skiing, I find it's actually very meditative for me. And I feel like it's a little bit of an escape in a nice way from the rest of the world, because it's so present. Also, when I'm around like-minded people and we're all riding together and we're all kind of just focused on the snow, it's kind of the moment when you stop and you get to the bottom of the run and you're like, whoa, that was incredible. And you look around and everybody else is super stoked too. And everyone's on that same energy level. And that kind of for me is like when I feel the most into skiing and the most like I belong in the ski world. I'm actually trying to set up a little bit more of adaptive here because it's not really a thing, and there's still some like issues in being behind on that, especially not necessarily with the ski schools, but with the mountain. They can be kind of difficult if the adaptive student can't ski or snowboard unassisted. If they have to be assisted, there's been some problems here. So we're trying to actually petition and do some stuff to make sure that they can be included on the mountain. So yeah, that's what we're doing here right now. Only thing that I want to keep pushing for is to include more people in snow sports. So, make space for women, make space for minorities, make space for adaptive riders, make space for anybody, LGBTQ plus queer riders. I want to make space for everybody who doesn't feel always like all of ski culture is for them, because that moment when you're riding, you do definitely feel like, yeah, this is what I want to do. But sometimes in the social aspects of ski and snowboarding, there's not room for everyone. And I don't always think that's malicious or on purpose or for any reason, but there is definitely history and other factors that have to do with why it is such a monogamous culture. And I think recognizing it, talking about it, and pushing for space for all people is kind of what I would really like to do in the future. So yeah.